I used to tell women their haircut didn't matter as much as the color, and I was wrong. Dead wrong. Today we're looking at 3 haircuts that genuinely take years off your face after 60, and 3 that are quietly adding them. The kind stylists cut on repeat because it's easy, not because it's right for you. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and the best fixes for women over 50, so you get real results, fast. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1. The long layered shag that takes years off, and the blunt bob that adds them. Here's something most women never hear from their stylist. Hair that moves reads as younger than hair that sits still. No matter how healthy or shiny that stillness looks. It's not about length. It's about motion. And once you see it, you can't unsee it in every flattering haircut photo you've ever saved. Let's start with the one that's quietly working against you. The blunt one-length bob. It's clean, it's low maintenance, and it photographs beautifully on a 25-year-old with dense hair and a sharp jawline. On a softer, more mature face, that same heavy, uniform line does something unkind. It drags everything down. No layers means no light catching different lengths, no movement when you turn your head, and worse, it draws a hard horizontal line right where your jaw has softened. You're framing the exact area you'd rather soften, with the sharpest line in the whole cut. Now here's the fix, and it's the one cut I'd point almost any woman over 60 toward first. A long layered shag with face-framing pieces around the cheekbones. Not choppy for the sake of choppy. Layered with intention, starting around the cheekbone and building movement through the ends. Here's exactly what to tell your stylist. I want long layers starting at my cheekbones with soft face-framing pieces, and I want the ends textured, not blunt. Why it works is simple physics. Layers catch light at different angles instead of one flat plane, which reads as shine and dimension instead of flat, aging density. The face-framing pieces pull attention up and out toward the eyes and cheekbones. The part of your face still doing all the lifting, instead of down toward the jaw. And because the layers move independently, your hair shifts when you do. Movement reads as vitality. It's the single fastest visual shortcut to a live versus posed. The snapback moment here is real. Women tell me constantly that after this cut, people stop saying, "You look nice," and start saying, "Did you do something? You look great." That's not the compliment of a haircut. That's the compliment of someone reading your whole face differently. Let's put the before and after side by side, because the difference is bigger than most women expect. Before, a blunt one-length bob sitting heavy at the jaw, no light, no motion. A hard line exactly where you don't want one. After, long layers starting at the cheekbone, soft face-framing pieces, textured ends catching light with every turn of your head. Same woman. Completely different first impression. But here's the thing about layers. Cut them wrong, and you get a different problem entirely. And that problem is coming up next. Part 2. Silver fringe that lifts the face. Most women over 60 who go gray or silver assume the color is doing all the work. It isn't. The cut around your face is doing at least half of it, and one small addition changes how silver reads on camera and in person. A soft swept fringe. Here's the part that surprises people. Silver and white hair reflects light differently than pigmented hair. It's more luminous, almost metallic in the right light. That's beautiful, but it also means any heaviness near the face reads more obviously than it would on brown or dark hair. If your fringe or front pieces are cut blunt and straight across, that shine gets trapped in one flat plane. And it can make the forehead look shorter and the whole face look flatter than it is. The fix is a soft, side-swept fringe that grazes just above the brow, cut at an angle rather than straight across. Tell your stylist exactly this. I want a soft side-swept fringe, angled not blunt, blended into the layers at the temples so it moves with the rest of my hair. That blending matters as much as the fringe itself. A fringe that stops abruptly reads as an add-on. Blended, it reads as one cohesive shape. What this does mechanically is lift the whole upper face. The angled line draws the eye diagonally up toward the temple instead of straight down, which opens the eye area and softens the forehead. Combined with the natural luminosity of silver hair, that soft fringe catches light right where you want attention, the eyes, instead of sitting like a flat curtain above them. The result women report back most is about their eyes specifically. Not "my hair looks nice. My eyes look brighter." That's the fringe doing its job. It's not decorating your hair. It's reframing your whole face. Before and after here is subtle, but it changes everything about how tired or bright you read at a glance. Before, a blunt, straight-across fringe sitting flat above the brow, catching light in one dull plane. After, a soft side-swept fringe angled at the temple, blended into face-framing layers, light moving across it instead of sitting flat. I'll tell you the one I get asked about more than any other next, and it's not really a haircut problem at all. It's a length problem nobody wants to admit they have. Part 3. The shoulder graze that ages you, and the collarbone cut that doesn't. There's a length almost every woman over 60 has tried at some point, convinced it's the safe choice. It's the one that hits right at the shoulder, not quite short, not quite long. I need to tell you why that exact length is working against you, because it's rarely about the cut itself. It's about what happens the second your hair touches fabric. When hair ends right where it meets your shoulders, it does two unhelpful things at once. It gets pushed outward by the shoulder itself, which adds width exactly where you don't need it, and it gets crushed against your collar or blazer seam, which flattens whatever movement the cut had. You could have beautiful layers underneath, and this one length neutralizes them. It's not the layers failing you, it's the shoulder itself acting like a wall. The fix is deceptively small. Bring the length up to just above the collarbone, roughly an inch to an inch and a half shorter than shoulder grazing. Say this to your stylist. I want my length to hit just above my collarbone, not at my shoulders, with the ends slightly rounded so they don't sit flat against my collar. That inch and a half is the difference between hair that gets trapped and hair that has room to move. Once the ends clear the collar, everything underneath finally shows. Layers bounce instead of getting pinned flat. The silhouette narrows instead of widening at the shoulder line. And because the hair now moves independently of your clothing, every turn of your head reads as motion instead of a static shape sitting on top of you. Women come back after this one and say the same thing almost every time. I didn't realize how much of my hair I couldn't even see. That's the shoulder crush effect finally gone. The cut didn't change dramatically. The location did. Before, hair grazing the shoulder, pushed outward, crushed flat against the collar the moment she sits down. After, length just above the collarbone, ends rounded and free, full movement visible with every turn of the head. Same face, same color, completely different energy. I almost didn't include the last mistake on this list, because it's the one every stylist recommends with the best intentions, and it's still wrong for most faces over 60. Part 4. The short, rounded safe cut that's actually aging you. Every stylist has recommended this one to almost every woman past 60 at some point, and I understand exactly why. It's the short, rounded, uniform cut, close at the sides, rounded at the crown, tidy from every angle. It reads as low maintenance and polished in the chair. The problem only shows up later, in photos, in mirrors, at the end of a long day. That rounded uniformity does something specific to a mature face. It creates one smooth, unbroken curve from crown to jaw, with no height, no texture, and no interruption. On a face that has softened with time, an unbroken curve echoes the softness instead of contrasting it. There's nothing for the eye to catch onto. The whole silhouette reads as rounder and unintentionally older. The fix isn't length, it's structure. Ask for the same shortcut with textured, piecewise volume built specifically at the crown, and slightly disconnected layering through the sides instead of one smooth curve. The exact request. Keep it short, but build texture and lift at the crown, and add a little disconnection through the sides, so it's not one uniform round shape. That crown volume does the real work. It adds vertical height, which elongates the whole face instead of widening it. The piecewise texture through the sides breaks up that unbroken curve, giving the eye something to catch on, small shadows and highlights instead of one flat plane. It's still short. It's still low maintenance. It just stops reading as a single rounded shape and starts reading as an actual haircut with intention behind it. Here's the outcome that surprises women most. It's not usually you look younger. It's you look sharper. Structure reads as intentional. Intentional reads as put together. And put together is the compliment that actually lands. Before, a short, uniformly rounded cut with one smooth curve from crown to jaw and no texture anywhere. After, The same short length with textured volume built at the crown and soft disconnection through the sides, breaking that curve into something with real shape. 3 small changes, 6 haircuts, and 1 pattern running underneath all of them that most women never get told. You now know exactly which 3 cuts to walk in with and which 3 to walk away from. The layered shag, the swept silver fringe, the collarbone length, and why the shoulder graze, the blunt bob, and the flat rounded cut have been quietly working against you. That's not guesswork anymore. That's a plan. Tell me in the comments, which of these 3 avoid cuts are you currently wearing right now? Be honest, I want to know. Next week I'm breaking down the colors that are doing the exact same thing these cuts are, aging you without you realizing it, and the swaps that fix it instantly. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I'll see you in the next one.